What's up, everybody? My name is Josh Ramos. I am the executive producer of Wolf Cry Productions, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to shoot day for night. So if you don't know what day for night is, basically, if you're trying to get a night scene, you probably don't want to shoot it at night because it's going to be hard to see and the lighting isn't going to be great unless you have like a professional lighting kit, which most of us probably do not have. So yeah, the secret is you shoot during the daytime and then you color grade it to make it look like nighttime. Just some tips about when you're going to shoot. Try to get it on a cloudy day. I was fortunate enough to shoot the footage that I will be showing you guys on a cloudy day. But if you can't get it on a cloudy day, make sure you use an ND filter like this one. They basically just go right over your lens and it makes things darker. I basically say that they're sunglasses for your lenses. So try to avoid shooting the sky because if you can see the clouds, you're going to have a harder time color grading it just because people can see the clouds, whereas at nighttime you normally don't see clouds unless they're over the moon or something. Yeah, so avoid the sky unless if it's a cloudy day. Use an ND filter regardless. Yeah, I would recommend using it even on a cloudy day, but definitely if it's a sunny day, use it. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm just going to jump right in and I'm going to show you guys the color grading. So this is the original that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and play that for you. So it's just my beautiful girlfriend walking down a sidewalk. This was probably shot around, I don't know, noon, maybe 1 o'clock or so, right after we ate. So yeah, nothing crazy. And then this is what we're gonna basically end up making it look like. A lot of you guys can already see the big secret, which is basically just making the scene darker and blue, but there's a certain way to do it where you're not going to get like weird artifacts or anything within the footage. So I'm going to basically just go ahead and we're going to go through this together. So you're going to go into your effects. You're going to look up Lumetri Color, if I can spell this right. Lumetri Color, yep. So go ahead, click and drag your Lumetri into it. Go to the effects control. I actually have this, which is going to make things bigger. And you can basically just go ahead and make a few copies of this just because you're going to end up using a good amount of these. And real quick, I always just set my vignette to about -4, but or -0.4, but we might actually end up changing that. And then I like to open up everything and get the tint and the temperature, creative, probably some sharpen and vibrant, and curves. All right, so I'm actually going to play with the curves first. So let's see. I want to make sure that these blacks don't get like basically overexposed. I do want these middle tones, like kind of where she is, to still be lit, but then I want everything to kind of get lower. I'm probably going to keep it about right there, and then I'll do everything else with the contrast. So I'm going to turn the contrast almost all the way up. Highlights and whites are going to go all the way down. Probably to about right there. Then we're going to boost these shadows. Black levels can probably come down a little bit. And I never really do the exposure because that's when I feel like I start seeing grain and everything else. And then we're going to want the temperature to be blue, or as blue as we can get it. And then a little bit of magenta. I do want to boost the saturation because I did shoot it in log. So let's see, probably more magenta. Let's bring down the shadows a little bit. And let's see. Let's bring a little bit back there. Maybe some sharpness, some vibrance. I just don't want it to take away too much of her. There we go. So it was in the curves. And then now we can probably boost the contrast all the way up. Cool. Let's see. You can actually go a little bit beyond. All right. No. So now if this was actually nighttime, this little light over here would actually be on. So I'm going to put a little mask, probably like a diamond shape because it's kind of like how we see it. I'm going to make sure I'm in the very beginning. Okay, so yeah, that's about where I would want the mask. And now I'm going to let this track the mask and we'll go from there. All right, so it looks like it did do a pretty decent job masking. Yep, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is go down. We're probably just going to take down the contrast a little bit. Oh, definitely increase the feather, probably around 150. It's either 150 or 300 is kind of what I do everything at. Shadows can come up. Yep, and we're going to want the temperature almost all the way up. Probably around right there. Highlights are going to come up. Whites will come up. Let me see what I want with this tint. Okay, probably around, like right there, because it does, begin to look red. All right, so probably around right there, and then I'm going to go down into the creatives, and then these little wheels, make these more yellow. Okay, that's not too bad. It is looking more green though. So probably around right there. All right. And then just to make it a little bit more realistic, I am going to do another one, except this time I'm putting this underneath it. So that way it looks like it's kind of lighting up the ground a little bit. Okay, yeah, there we go. I just had to look at it again. All right. So warp stabilizer. Oh, we got to go back to here. Effects. I'm going to just throw a little warp stabilizer on there. Yeah, not too bad. So yeah, if you didn't know any better, you would just assume that this was a night scene, even though we obviously filmed it during the day. So, and okay. Yeah, and then let's just take a look at the original. Okay, so this is the original. Yeah, looks great. So yeah, that is basically it, guys. Hope you found that helpful. If you did, please leave a like down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I will make sure to answer it, or I'll make a video of it. Maybe it'll give me a good idea. So thank you guys again for watching. Check out some of my other work that I have. I do a lot of music stuff and some promotional work, photography. I will be doing a photography tip next week for Wolf Cry Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. But yeah. Hope you guys found that helpful. Thank you again. I don't have a good outro.